Somali forces have launched air and ground assaults targeting the town of Barire, about 40 kilometers outside the capital Mogadishu in the Lower Shabelle region. The Danab unit was trained by US troops and accompanied by forces from the African Union mission in Somalia. The US has not confirmed the operation. It has been carrying out operations in Somalia since the beginning of the year. Well, let's bring you more on this developing story. We're now joined on the line by our correspondent, Abdulaziz Billo. He is in Hargeisa at the moment in southern Somalia. Abdulaziz, just to begin with, what information do we have on this Danab group that is carrying out these latest attacks against Al-Shabaab?
Well, Lindy, according to the information that we have received from authorities in Mogadishu, is that Danab group, now this is the elite Somali commanders who have been trained by the U.S. They've lately been involved in a series of raids on key Al-Shabaab positions in the Lower Shabelle region. Now, the Lower Shabelle region has for years become the hotbed for the terrorist group Al-Shabaab. And you can also remember this is the same region that African Union troops often come under attack in the past few years, like the attack in Lego and Jamala. These two regions fall in the Lower Shabelle region. Now, interestingly, the authorities here have confirmed the Al-Shabaab militants were kicked out of a town called Barire in the Lower Shabelle region after it came under attack by Somali special commanders, AMISOM, supported by the U.S. forces. Now, the U.S. is yet to comment on this attack, but authorities here are saying that they've put back the militants from that area, and this is part of a coordinated number of attacks that they plan on carrying on until they've removed the Al-Shabaab from the Lower Shabelle region completely.
All right, well, thanks very much, Abdulaziz Billo, there for us in Hargeisa. We do apologize for the quality of that line. Couldn't quite get exactly what he was saying, but we do understand that Danab unit was indeed trained by the U.S. troops. Now, let's get you the American perspective on this latest attack. We're now joined live from Washington by CCTV's Daniel Reinches. Daniel, just to begin with, has the U.S. confirmed their involvement, or at the very least, have they confirmed this latest operation in southern Somalia?
Well, I've been in touch with AFRICOM, and the spokesman has neither confirmed or denied direct involvement in this particular attack, but has given me this statement saying we routinely maintain US forces in the region to monitor terrorist activities and to support the Somali National Army and AMISOM as it seeks to bring stability to Somalia and the region. So, in other words, whether or not the US was directly involved in this attack, it has been involved very, very directly with the support of these emerging elite units. And therefore, based on the knowledge that we have about US operations in that region, it seems fair to suggest that there has been some support in this attack. The US operates drones, has intelligence and surveillance capacity, and also, as I said, is supporting these emerging elite units. And part of that support, obviously, is to provide them with tactical advice when they are carrying out operations.
And as it stands, just perhaps expand a bit on the level of commitment we're seeing from the United States. You've touched a little bit on their mandate. Perhaps just tell us a little bit more and how long exactly they plan to work, sort of together with Somali forces and AMISOM.
Right, so another part of the statement that they gave us today is Al-Shabaab is a clear and present threat to these efforts to bring stability to the region. Together, Somalia, the US and AMISOM will not relent in its mission to degrade, disrupt and destroy Al-Shabaab and all violent extremist groups in the region. To put it in very blunt terms, Al-Shabaab remains a major threat to the region. The US has invested literally hundreds of millions of dollars in funding the UN efforts there and the AMISOM efforts. And as part of its strategy, it is very clearly directly involved in trying to improve the capabilities of both the AMISOM and Somali forces. And I think this targeted operation today indicates just how important it is to everyone that the Somalis have more of these kind of special operations capabilities in order to target that threat.
All right, thank you very much. Daniel Reinches live for us there in Washington.